relax, and enjoy another resin crafting with Chris Collected. Today, I'm going to pour a little bit more into that pumpkin mold, but more importantly, I'm going to do these two coasters. This is a very special project. My neighbor actually made this custom Breaking Bad collector's edition. It's like inside of it is all of the CDs and DVDs for the show, but it was like a collector's edition. And he's like, I wanted it extra special. And so he put an LED light in that top piece and have these little blue crystals that I'm going to add into this coaster set and make this truly one-of-a-kind Breaking Bad collector's edition. But first, I need 200 milliliters of resin, 100 of A and 100 of B. That's right, with only 2 coasters today, it's a very small project. All right, now time to get it all spun up. This is the new Resiner's paddle, and so it is working much better, as you can see. All right, while that's going around, I'm going to get my bubble removing machine. This pulls as much air as it can out of that little tube there and makes it so that I'm all bubble free. As you can see, this one even drips a lot better than the previous one. Definitely worth the upgrade if you are a fellow resin creator. I highly recommend these new paddles. I just like watching it drip. All right, now that it's all spun up, now I gotta take all them bubbles out. Okie dokie, after 10 minutes, it's now ready to go. This one didn't move much, because it's just one of them. All right, to get that perfect blue color, I'm going to use a cyan acrylic ink. So this is going to be super dark in the actual ink, but realistically going to give a nice light but consistent color. I didn't want to risk anything with mica powder because I didn't want any clumps or lumps or nothing like that. I want a nice, smooth, clean color. And I knew that would be easy to achieve with this acrylic ink. As you can see, it takes to the color quickly. Because this is an ink, I mean, it really just goes in there, and then the sidewalls, you can see it just got covered in blue so fast. And so now I got to get all these little blue crystals ready. Then I'm going to pour my blue resin and then put these blue crystals on the back of this coaster. I figured this was by far the easiest way to make this project, as the LED light in there is flat. And so the coaster top, or really the bottom you're looking at, depends on how you see it, is going to be flat. And I was like, this is a perfect thing. It fits inside. And look at this color. I mean, that blue ink just really, really goes into that resin perfect. And is very reminiscent of the blue substance that is in Breaking Bad. Now, time to pour. Home of the split screen resin pour. First up is the rounded one. As you can see, I filled it about most of the way up because I really want these sticking out at the top. I also wanted to be fully covered, so I made sure they were all around, every single one getting covered in that resin, but also looking up and building to be some big chunk. All right, next up is the hexagon. This one I'm going to completely overload. I want them just packed. Had to go ahead and grab a few more. And just load them into that second one. I think if you're a really big Breaking Bad fan, this is a easy to do project in the resin world. And so it could be a great beginner project for you. Remember, safety first. Okie dokie. So I got those two done, but I had a little bit left over. Decided that, well, you know me, I wanted to make something a little silly, a little fun. And so I decided at the end of the day, I was going to do a little balloon dog. I've made a bunch of balloon dogs so far, and I'm going to make even more of them. A nice and easy pour, and the rest of it is just going to go into this pumpkin. All right, I'm gonna get the last bits of that resin out and put it into the blue pumpkin. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and wait 24 hours, but for you, it's just a transition. That's right, it's time to demold with Resin Art Improved. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share. Thank you so much. Relaxing content for adults. Now, as you can see, this one is not full, and so I will do it in a future video. In fact, I think that video actually already got released, because this one was made about a month ago. All right, first, I'm going to get my balloon dog done. That head is really tricky. All right, now look at this. It is, of course, so shiny, and you can really see that blue acrylic. Look at the consistency of the color. Just gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous piece. Oh, if you didn't see that, make sure to rewind. It was very funny. One of the little pieces got knocked off. So one of them didn't get the resin it needed, but the rest of them did. Now look at this. This looks absolutely exactly like I wanted. It just looks like, before they break up the product into smaller chunks, it's a one big chunk. And I did two different versions. This one's piled high, and the other one's nice and thin. So it depends on what you want. The thin one you can put the lid on and keep it in, whereas this one is so big you cannot put the lid on anymore. But looks exactly like I wanted. If you remember, it was a little bit of a lighter blue, the crystals themselves, but when you put that dark acrylic ink on it, look how the color really, really came out perfect. And then my neighbor here, he installed this light into the collector's edition for Breaking Bad. And so as you can see here is a custom little night light that he has made himself. And then I just finished off with a resin piece. And there's a few different lights and everything here. You can see I'm just kind of messing with it, trying to figure out exactly what to get. Looks so good. And here's the other piece on it as well. And And see, even without the light on, I think it still looks amazing. I mean, you can just have in your room and just be like, ooh, you know, I have so much of that product. I got a barrel full of it. Looks great. A super easy coaster project. If you're thinking of Christmas presents, maybe modify something in your household. Thank y'all so much. My name is Chris Collected. See you on the next one. Bye, y'all.